The first anniversary of the 26/11 terror attacks is now behind us, and it's time to look ahead to the challenges that face our national security. One of the ways to do that is to better identify certain people living in the country who might be providing logistical support to terror groups. So the Unique Identification project then takes on a whole new meaning. Here's how.
Year on, a nation searches for answers. Hopefully, the politicking is over and it's time to make sure the tragedy is never repeated. 16 digits could unlock the code to better identification of individuals. This will serve the dual purpose of catching those who pose a threat and go unidentified and protecting those who may have been wrongly harassed. But the man leading India's charge to put every Indian's identity into a database admits the road could be a long and hard one.
Over time, when UIDs become ubiquitous, then if somebody is up to some malicious intent, if he doesn't have a UID, then he may not be able to do many of the things he is trying to do. If he has a UID and he's a suspect and under the law he can be tracked, then we can find out pretty soon what he's up to.
Once every Indian has a number in the database, his details can be immediately verified by sending an SMS with the unique ID. If other forms of identification for a person are circumspect, handheld fingerprint readers can immediately confirm his identity, and to avoid any confusion, the database will have all 10 fingerprints. The unique ID will also help eliminate the duplicity of identity and eradicate ghost identities which may have been created through other forms of identification provided by the government.
You may decide that you have a highly secure installation. You can say that only people who have UID and meet a certain level of identity verification can enter that location. So you can create, different ways of making installations secure and making sure the wrong people don't get in.
Since the ID can be printed onto existing ID cards like ration cards and voter IDs, a major challenge will be to ensure that errors don't creep in from earlier forms of identification. The database is also likely to have iris scans to make the system more foolproof, but experts say that even biometric identification systems can be hoodwinked.
Biometrics, of course, cannot be changed, but somehow it can be duplicated. And maybe there are places where the biometric is not checked. So if the photograph is tampered with, even that card can pass off.
Nilekani is targeting giving identification to half of the Indian population by 2014. But he says that enrollments will face a bell-shaped curve. So the number of people enrolling might slow down after a sharp rise in the beginning. The 2011 census will, however, record all details as per the UID's format and also store biometric traits. It may be a long, hard road, but better identification, control, and the ability to track individuals might eventually be the best way to screen security threats before they destroy our peace. In New Delhi, with Oini Tamoja, Haris Usman, NDTV Prophet.
Tuba.com